Hello everyone. Yes, it's iWoman again on New Frontiers Television. Just before we last week we recorded that we started an episode talking about balancing family life and ministry as a female gospel minister, and we talk about a lot of things, how women can navigate family with the work of the ministry and still keeping the home front. And this is what we discussed during our conversation last week. And just like I said last week, we also promised that we are going to continue with the life experience of my guest on the show. So that is where we are going to pick it up today on this episode, because I believe that we have a lot to learn from her. So I still have with me in the studio today again Dr. Mercy Oderinde, a natural health coach and also a gospel minister. So once again, I want to say you are welcome on the program.
Thank you.
Yeah, like last week we promised our viewers that we'll be talking about your experience, and I would like to start with this question: Have there been a point where your itinerary clash with some family matters and you need to juggle between the two? How were you able to cope?
Thank you. That has happened severally. There was a time I had administration. I was invited around, I think, to Ogbomosho for a program. And my husband was also engaged. My own came first. Daddy had given me, I don't give, in fact, there's a ministration I had for the month of August now. But, you know, when somebody comes around, I want you to come and minister, I will tell you, give me time. Number one, I will take my husband's counsel first. His consent first. Before even going to God. If God says yes, and Olori Ebi says no.
So which one will you go for?
In this matter, as far as my home is concerned, Olori Ebi knew.
Okay.
Because even if I listen to that one, as long as it's not what is contrary to the will of God, that is where wisdom comes. Ogbomosho, my own came first. And Daddy own was a kind of impromptu. So I told him, we can't both leave our kid. No. Daddy. So I sent a message to them, please. I didn't tell them I wasn't coming because my husband is having administration. It's none of their business. For now, I'm sorry, this appointment is cancelled.
Wow.
And my husband went for his own. He insisted I should. I said, no. There is no me without you. I am Oderinde. Oderinde wasn't my maiden name now. Oderinde wasn't my name. So if I'm able to submit to that name, I should be able to listen to you. He said, but your own came first. I don't want to take this. I was the one who insisted that no, go. My first assignment, I need to take care of my child. I need to be around. When this man comes back, is it my maid that will give him food? Who will make him comfortable? So that has happened time without. In fact, the month of August, there was a program again. There is a program coming up, already fixed. And we checked another program for him. I said, okay. I forwarded. The woman is like, no, you need to come. I said, I'm sorry, another time. And if that program clashes again with his program,
you drop it.
I'll drop it.
Wow.
Yes. That is what they call submission. Submission is not the kneeling down. You can be kneeling and you are standing. Submission is not the kneeling down. Submission is what plays out in relationship every day. So it's not the kneeling down. It's not the sir. You can still be doing sir.
And still disrespecting.
So when you invited me over for this program, that will be coming and all that. Okay. He didn't have anybody to bring me. He drove me.
Wow.
Because we tell you, he drove me down. He said, what is the topic? Can we discuss it together? I said, Daddy, don't worry. Ma, if I prepare a message that I'll be preaching somewhere, maybe somebody invited me, even the one I'll preach in the church, I will take it to him. I said, Daddy, please cross-check. Yes, the Lord spoke to me. The Lord gave me the topic, but let me check. Are there things I didn't put right? And he must, if he doesn't, I won't allow him rest. You must. I'm walking along with you. I am not a different entity. I'm building on what you have laid down. So that has happened several.
So this thing you are doing now, this call to ministry, is it something you've been willing to do, maybe from childhood, or it just happened?
Well, I grew up to find myself in that call. Yeah, as a little child. Visions.
You're a pastor's kid?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
But there is something I've studied about my background. My grandparents are missionaries. They are ministers. My own parents were never pastor stuff. But I discover in every of our generation, you always see, we have so many of them, men of God. And there's this peculiar ministry, the prophetic. So from childhood, revelation, say things and it's coming to pass and all that. So I knew it was a call. But I never planned to marry a pastor. If I'd married one who is not a minister of the gospel, and he says, "Madam, keep this one." I keep it. I keep it. And that is why before you get into marital journey, please seek God's face. He will always know how to match you with with the right person, and I won't deceive you. My husband has been playing a very supportive role. He's so sincere that he will say, "This thing I am telling you, God told my wife."
Wow.
He will tell you, "God told my wife." There's something like God told. No. He said, "God told my wife." Okay, one day I was ministering some months ago, and the Lord told me, it was in a video, that a man was going to die. So I should pray for him. So I called him out. My husband was on seat. He gave me the platform. So I said, "Daddy, please come and pray for this man."
This person.
I was told to pray. But do you remember in marriage that two are now one? And that's the only way I can give that man that honor. It was an emergency. I wouldn't have said it. It happened. There were 3 in the vehicle. The 2 persons that were with him died. He was the only one who survived. They had a motor accident, and the 2 died instantly. He survived. Did God not answer the prayer?
He did.
He answered the prayer. It's not about me praying. I've seen situations, where we see women laying hand on their husband, even if the man is not a minister. That is, you are encroaching, you are going beyond your boundaries. Your crown.
The husband will be kneeling down.
What do you want the innocent man to do? So that is where foolishness comes in. So you should ask them who is mentoring them. And that's where mentoring comes in ministry. For a woman called. You need people.
Mentorship.
You need people who have succeeded. They still have their home intact. They have their value. Their husband still give them support and all that. You need those people. You need to come under them and learn. You are called. That's why we have errors everywhere. How many of them have gone to seminary? How many were trained? There are things that are not ethical. There are things you don't do in the public. So these are what I think is creating most of this problem. Do you know God can tell you, go and bathe this woman in the river? If you're into the prophetic. But you pick, that's what you had. You pick your word. The Bible. You read through the Bible. Is there anywhere like that? Okay, if this thing is what I had, is it a doctrine? Because it was quoted once? Is it ethical? Does it create a proper whatever in the society? Does it really make sense? Now, if you have a mentor, do they practice this? So you see them, because there is nothing guiding them. You just heard the voice and you are acting. And so there will be errors. You see people saying they have, even if your husband is not a pastor, discuss with him.
Okay, I think from everything you've set boundaries as to how you can manage the two. Particularly the example you cited about two ministerial assignments in Ogbomoso. and you have to drop it because your husband is also involved. So what are other criteria that you consider before picking up an invite for ministration?
Like I said, the conveniency.
Okay.
My husband's approval. What is God saying?
About the program.
About the program. And what atmosphere am I going to? Because that matters too. Because I preach, I can minister. You know, sometimes you find yourself where you are not supposed to. You went there actually to minister. That's where wisdom comes in. And people tag you that you are just like them. Sometimes some people use you to endorse their error. They have studied you, you have integrity, by the grace of God, you have the fear of God and all that. They may not have such around. You see games and all that. Now they now invite you over. Even if God did not speak to you, you should be wise enough that atmosphere is not safe for you. You should be wise enough. So those are the things I most time consider before taking an invite. Number one, God, my husband, the conveniency, and then the atmosphere. Is it convenient for me? Sometimes you want to do something, your head is not allowing you. Maybe you are tired, you have worked yourself up, and somebody is telling you, because you are called, you just want to be there. No, I need to rest. I need to take care of myself.
So you prioritize your health too.
Prioritize your health. I need to rest. I need to get fit. Because if I am not fit, I will not be available for another ministration.
So you can turn down an invitation on health basis?
Definitely.
Okay.
You can. Because God will not kill you for not taking care of you. If you now kill yourself in that situation, God will call you a foolish child. You are not wise. Take care of yourself. Be fit. You are the horse carrying the assignments. If you are not fit, if you are not available, another person will come up tomorrow to take your role. God cannot lack men. So wisdom demand, prioritize your health.
And it's even profitable. Wisdom is profitable to direct.
So wisdom demand that you prioritize your health, your home, the environment.
So what do you do when you are burnt out, like exhausted, and a lot of invites in your schedule? So what do you do at that point?
I shut down every invite and take care of myself. I shut down. Sometimes I'm making this, I'm sorry. My husband is a workaholic. He gets more even than myself. When I discover, hey, I'm sorry. I know what to give to him. I'm a natural head coach now. That'll make him sleep. Just inculcating meal. Then he will sleep and rest.
And rest very well.
Rest. Pastor is a pastor of everybody. But if he's no more, you become a widow of.
And they go to other ministry.
They go to other ministry. So men of God, women of God, we need to, when we are born out, let's create time to rest. The Holy Spirit will continue to speak to you even when you are born out. He's not, that does not mean he is not kind.
It's you that shut down, not the Holy Spirit.
Not him. That does not mean the Holy Spirit is not considerate. He will always want things to be done right. But wisdom demand. It's okay. Daddy, I will do this. Can I just rest? He won't kill you for not.
So you said something during the last episode that when you are raising kids, you take things slowly until you fully groom them. They are so grounded, just like the example of your son that you cited. So while you were raising that kid, and here you have the call, you want to go into the ministry, you want to do things for God, but you are still raising kid. Is that something somebody can be doing at that little corner before you are grooming the children? Okay.
Our first assignment also from the Bible, according to the scripture, going into the world that make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Evangelism. What about evangelism? In your nearest neighborhood. Tell people about Jesus. You are still working for him. Tell people about Jesus. Just like I said the other time, groom little girls around too. Expose them. Ignite the fire. Inject the fire into them. You are still working. You are still on an assignment. God will not be angry with you for doing that. No, because he's aware that for now, see, by the time you are not done with training your children and all that, these other ones you have groomed will be useful for the future assignments.
I watched a movie by the Mount Zion Film Ministry, Busy But Guilty. I don't know whether you've seen the movie. It's a woman, a female minister. She was so busy with God's work, but the children, devil is dealing with them. I've hijacked them from the kingdom, and at a point, the woman was not saying it, and it's bringing us back to this Yoruba adage that says "Atupa," that a lamp cannot see its own bottom. It's what is beneath it. So now, for women, even despite the fact that these children are groomed, the devil is still there, ready to hijack them. So what do you think the female minister can do at that point, so that we will not be busy and be guilty?
Thank you, ma. Intercession. And consistently live by example. I have a grandma, I have so many of them in church, but a particular one, she's above 80, I think 82 or 83. Grandma, anytime we declare fasting and prayer in church, grandma will want to partake. I said, Mama, what are you looking for? The last time she said, her granddaughter, they posted her to the north for NYSC. She wants her to be deployed to the... I said, you need the fasting and prayer, Mama. At that age, intercession is one of the assignments that God has given to women, even at old age. So, number one, continue to live by example. Learn to intercede. Disconnect your children. There is something some pastors don't understand. See, was it an interview session somewhere, and they were asking me that, how do you cope with members? You know, members sometimes they can be so, they can just act like, you know, like they are unkind to pastors and all that. Then I told them, I said, understand this today. Let me summarize that with this word I am about to say now. I said, understand that the demon you cast out of them is waiting to use them against you again. So you don't totally hate them. Pastors, family should understand that they are not the same with members. You don't release your children to them just like that. There should be boundary. What they do that nobody will talk about, if your own children tries that, it will appear like they came from heaven. From heaven, they are sinless. So we should create boundaries when we are grooming them. We are not saying we hate them, we love them, we care so much about them. But we should be careful that they are Levites. Let the boundary be there while you intercede. That's why the Bible says, watch and pray. When the devil wants to frustrate the assignment of a man of God or a woman of God, he comes after his children. That's a distraction. There is no woman that will be happy that her children are not doing well. You know, you'll be distracted. And you know, when you are distracted, you won't have enough time for God again. Sometimes you'll be discouraged. You see slander. You see people saying all sorts. So mommies, let's continue to intercede and be watchful. So we intercede, even when they are grown. Even when you say you have freedom to travel, you still cannot travel like a man and stay so far away from them. Have you not noticed? Even at this stage of yours, I don't know if it happens around you. One day my mother-in-law called my husband. We were on a trip. I was there. And he said, my husband said, I'm not around. I'm currently in Abuja. I said, you travel, you didn't tell me.
Imagine.
And my husband was like, Mama, at what age are you to your alone? But that is mothers. They want to, even when you are not around them again, they want to monitor you. They want to make sure you are fine. So I told my husband, I said, no, you don't blame Mama.
He's just watching out for him.
She's just watching out. She just wants to make sure you are comfortable. Tell her where you are. Tell her you are sorry. My mother started laughing. Okay, I'm sorry. I will tell you next time. So that is just what assignment God has given to us as women, to watch over our children. If not for the economic situation, women are not supposed to do any work. Do you know watching after children alone is... Oh, have you read about the Wesley family? the role of that woman in the life of those children. And Wesley is everywhere today because a woman stood in the place of intercession and nurturing. We have the assignment of nurturing. So we should, please, no matter how engaged, create a time to nurture and intercede. Intercession takes time. And
availability too. Make yourself available.
Yes,
because one of the things I remember in the movie I just told you about is there was a particular time the child wanted to talk. But I'm sorry, I have another administration in the next 5 minutes. Coming up with excuses, and you were not there, you were not available. So I understand the power of prayer. But is one thing is for you to pray, to intercede. Another one is for you to be available, be involved in their life.
Yeah, you're right. Be involved. Ask them questions. Get to know how they feel. Get to know their pain points. Check on them, even if they are in school. Give them. There is something we do. We give you freedom. Let's get to know if what we have taught you is what you are doing. Let's watch them act it, then we correct them in love. Sometimes. Because sometimes there is a way you police a child and it will pretend. And when it stays away from you, the real attitude. But sometimes, give them this free hand and watch. And see if what you have inculcated is what they are doing. If not, return them back to the school of nurturing again and continue to impact
to factory setting.
To factory setting. I wrote a book titled Factory Setting.
Wow.
And it's part of what I talked about in that book. So, mommies, we have a lot to do.
A lot.
Love. Your children should be your friend. Friend. Make them your friend. Discuss with them. Heart to heart talk. Heart to heart talk. Recently, my husband was accusing me. He said, hey, you are told me and I will not be whatever. I said, I'm sorry, I will always tell you. And that one will say, there is nothing they tell you now, mommy. You go and tell your husband. I said, is your husband not, my husband not your dad? He said, I know. I have two of you. That's how you'll be cooking it. But just learn how to get into them and get to know what they need. And we have this grace. We are proactive women. We are very sensitive. We can sense things before they happen. So when you sense it, ask, investigate, go around them, act like them. Act. You see, it is in those days that you say we are in computer age. We are in computer age. I don't want to do what they do. I was out with the youth last week. They had football. I'm still a youth. Sometimes I'm still in my 40s. I'm young. We are not serious. Because at 90, at 80, Gideon, Caleb was saying he was a young man. So me at what age? Even motivated. So we went out. They said they were having their football match. It was our fitness, sport and fitness day.
Okay.
So I told my husband, we're going with them now, usual. We dressed. I was in my sports kit. And I got to the field. After we had done addressing them, I said, bring the ball, let's play. I was there playing. Kick, I kick. Somebody, I go to the goalpost. Try and catch my ball. You need to see the way I was playing and shooting. You see, they feel so homey with you. When they discover you are doing what you are doing, learn their slang. Learn it. Learn it.
Make the home home.
Yeah. Seek and hide. Daddy hide. Let's look for you. Mommy hide. Let's look for you. Children hide.
Daddy, bring your face. Let's paint it.
Thank you. Recently, my son came back and said, Daddy said, Lawyer, jump on me. Let me back you. He said, Daddy, you will break your back. I'm not more a kid. He said, let me just back you. And both of them were there. Mommy, it's not my fault. If anything happened to your husband now, it's not my fault. And I was laughing.
And it was fun.
It was fun. Sometimes Daddy will back me. Sometimes I will say to of you, come, let me carry you there. Mommy, go and sit as a woman. He's not making jest of me. Sometimes we just raise an issue. We want him to settle it. We act like we are quarreling. We want to see his sense of judgment. Will you support mommy even if mommy is wrong? So I did this. I will say that is okay. We'll now start. He will come. And we look at both of us. Say something about this matter. Say your matter. Two of you now, when you are done talking now, you always know how to settle low. And you put me in the middle. I said, no, I will not take that. I will not take that. That is at fault. This, that. He will say, okay, mommy, don't be angry. Well, I will tell you the truth. Mommy, you've not done well with this. I said, no, you can't tell me that. No, you can't tell me your mother. You can't tell me that. You know what he will do? He will calm me down. Yet, standing on his point.
Of his point.
Tell daddy, sorry. Mommy, apologize to daddy. We are not fighting. No, we just played it out. When I leave, you say, daddy, I have to calm her down. You know she's a woman. Weak vessel. Bible call them weaker vessel. They just calm her down, but that does not deny the fact that
she's wrong.
She's wrong. And you go back to daddy. So daddy will report, you will know that daddy will always playing games.
Exactly.
And later will tell him, we just want to see your sense of judgment. And these are things you've seen around. Even if you are right, apologies. So I will go and meet daddy. Daddy,
that's very important.
I'm very, very sorry. So somebody visited us sometimes, and he's a very big man of God. He came around, and something just went wrong around. He wasn't even the one. Somebody did that, and he said, "I'm sorry." He said, "No, you didn't. You are not." I said, "I'm sorry." So the person started laughing. He said, "Oh, that's the usual language in our house. We don't argue. I'm sorry, mommy, easily. That one, they had me. 150 times. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So he's used to that.
Yeah.
So, mommy, what you want to see in children, act it.
Yeah, I want to finally, because I just wish we could continue this conversation because it's been so interesting. Let's talk about the female aspiring young ministers, female young ministers. So your word of advice for them: they do not have to lose themselves on the account of doing God's work. So that's how we can continue to wrap up this conversation we've been having for the past 2 weeks.
When it comes to that, I'm still a young minister.
Okay.
But let me just talk to my sisters. Let me talk to my sisters. I'm still a young minister, but let me talk to my sisters that are together, and some that are still coming up. Just like I've said earlier, let's look at I think submission. Number 1 key, submission, love. If this God we are working for, is it sometimes we make people feel like God is so rigid? God is not. God is so simple. Very, very, if you understand the principle, very simple. God will not kill you. Here's some people, because if I did not answer the call, he will kill me. That's a lie. No. He will not kill you. Even
with a punishment.
Yeah, even Jonah that disobeyed God, there was a way God helped him obey. So don't ruin your home in the name of ministry. I'm not saying ministry is not important or your calling is not important, but you must understand that you are under a man as a married woman, and if you are not yet married, as soon as you get married, you don't have yourself to yourself. You're under the control of a man. No matter the kind of gifting you have, you are still under a man. Submit to that man. Love. Show love. Love God. And if your husband is telling you don't go too far for now, there are ministries around. There are a lot of things you can do to fulfill your assignment, like I've said earlier. Evangelism is there. You can't exhaust that one. Evangelism is there. The love you show to the needy and children who are going out of the love of God, who has not found love, you can show them. You can. One of the prayer I pray for ministers is that God will continue to bless them financially. And you are around any minister, please be financially committed to them, because your finance has a long way. Some people cannot come to you to make demand, but they will always run to the mommy of the church because they feel they are covered.
Mommy yard.
Run to the mommy yard. And your support to the ministry will help to meet several needs. I want us to look down before you start flying to the US, to every other part of the Western world to preach. Let's do our ministry around those around us. Let's not be fast to condemn them. They are looking so worldly, they are rude, they are that. Nobody, if somebody has created time, sometimes give them an invitation to your house. Come and spend the weekend with me. let that happen up to 3 times. You just want to familiarize yourself and get to know the kind of attitude. Oh, this one does not like to work. I've met girls who does not know how to cook and they are married.
Wow.
Who trained them? But we condemn them. When they come to counseling table, I'm a trained marriage counselor too. Oh. When they come to the counseling table, we start condemning them. But where is she coming from? Who is her pastor's wife? Who is her mother? You may look at that girl, she does not even have any mother figure. Or she was unfortunate to have a mother who does not stay with one man. Nobody cares for her. And then we condemn her. You should learn how to cook. Blah, blah, blah. No. Let's look down. Let's look down, please. Let's take our face and our eyes off up and look down. There are many assignments around to do. There are many assignments. The love we show alone can win a sinner.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Mercy Oderinde, for this wonderful time we've been having as we look at balancing ministry and family life. And I want to say that family ministry can be a tug of war, but when you are so intentional about parenting, then consider yourself a success already as far as ministerial work is concerned. And with the grace of God and people around you, support of her spouses, support of the family, I'm sure we can actually, balancing is actually possible. So I want to say a very big thank you to my guest once again, because it's been an insightful time on the program as we look at this topic together on the show. Thank you so much, ma, for coming. We really appreciate your time. And to my viewers, we've heard it. It is possible for us to have a ministry and still have a successful marriage, a successful home. Let God be the driver, the pilot of the vehicle, and success is actually attainable and doable. Thank you so much for being part of the program this week. I'll see you again some other time. It's goodbye for now.